The holiday break is on its way and everyone has to mentally prepare to go home to their family get-togethers where Aunt Sally brings her world-famous passive-aggressive backhanded compliments that she loves to serve on a silver platter, and boy is she serving a plenty this year. When we all know you'd rather be snuggled up in your favorite warm blanket and a bag of snacks looking for something to binge to pass the time. I know you're probably caught up or just finished your favorite anime or manga and now have an uneasy feeling of being empty inside and have no idea where to go from there. But yo, I got the stuff.
Oh my god, please give me the stuff. What is it?
Okay, calm down. The stuff I got is
Korean manhwa.
I've gathered some of Korea's finest and most popular series that are about 100 chapters each that I feel are a great introduction to the medium. So get warm and comfy with your cup of hot cocoa, and let's start. Imagine an apocalyptic world where Earth is completely flooded. No, not like Waterworld. Okay, a little like Waterworld, but less expensive and more successful. Anyway, this story follows Bota and Lita and their dad trying to survive in this world where sea levels have risen and left most of the land sunken underwater in ruins. And if that wasn't bad enough, lurking at the bottom of the ocean is Nemo and his friends who have become mutated and are some of the most disturbing looking sea creatures I've ever seen. This story gives Attack on Titan vibes where the characters are stuck in these hopeless situations where they are trying to do as much as they can to survive. And on top of that, they also had to deal with other humans and their political hierarchy bullcrap. The resources are scarce, people are starving, and the posh pieces of crap at the top are hoarding their wealth and more than happy to leave people high and dry. Or in this case, swimming with the fishes.
No! No!
Leviathan goes into how people are surviving this disaster, how they're dealing with these terrible sea abominations, and what happened to make this all start in the first place. The art is great, and the sea monsters are nightmare fuel. But most importantly, the level 100 female armor is mwah, chef's kiss. If you're an action horror fan, give this a go. Let's talk Eleceed. Kayden Break, who's considered one of the strongest awakened, finds himself injured and being pursued. So he takes a huge gamble and uses his power to transform himself into a cat. And not just any cat, a comically large, fat chunk of a cat. The newly transformed Kayden is then found by our best boy, Jiwoo, who happens to be on his usual route of feeding the neighborhood stray cats. He takes Kayden home to nurse him back to health, and here's where you learn that Jiwoo is an absolute cinnamon bun of a human being. After Kayden gets a little better, he reveals himself and finds that Jiwoo is also an awakened, but he's been living in fear and has been keeping it a secret to avoid being demonized by those around him. Eleceed's story goes from there and follows our MC duo into the secretive world of the awakened and the organizations and criminals that run it. Jiwoo reminds me of Tanjiro in a way because he also has a big heart and likes to spread good vibes along the way, and I'm all for it. But the icing on the cake though is the glorious cat animations. You can't help but bust a smile seeing some of these drawings, and you know the artist had fun doing this. If there's one thing Asia loves to write about, it's the world of Muwon, Chinese martial arts. There's mostly two things coming out of Korea right now: Muwon manhwa and sweet art for men of culture. But there are some that stand out amongst the rest. Legend of the Northern Blade is one of them. Muwon, as a 13-year-old boy, had to watch as his father took his own life. The Northern Heavenly sect was known for keeping the evil Silent Knight at bay from invading the country. But one day, the other members of the sect chose to betray Muwon's father, who was the head of the sect. They conspired with the Central Heavenly Alliance to say that Muwon's father betrayed them and was conspiring with the Silent Knight against them. Ain't that some Spider-Man turntables type crap? Muwon's father agreed to take his own life in exchange to keep Muwon alive. And that's where this story of revenge begins. I've been really enjoying this series. The pacing is great, the characters are unique and fun, the fighting feels intense, and a lot of these frames are meme-worthy. I damn near recommend this to every person who's asking for something new to try because I feel this is even on par with Solo Leveling. Not to mention the serious Samurai Jack vibes the art style gives off. I really recommend picking this one up. You won't regret it. VR, MMORPG, waifus? If that didn't convince you enough, let me give you a rundown. Satisfy is the world's leading virtual reality game, and Greed is straight addicted. While on a S-rank quest, he manages to find the legendary book that belonged to a mythical blacksmith named Pagma, and that book could sell for a life-changing amount of real-world money. Unluckily for him, he's forced to use it or lose it. and of course, he's going to use it. Shortly after that, he dies and reverts back to level -1, but he was able to get away with changing his class to the legendary blacksmith. If you're a fan of greedy MCs who mid-max while leveling up, this is worth your binging time. There's something satisfying about watching someone grind their way to the top, and Overgeared scratches that itch. Not to mention that the comedy is great and the waifus are top-notch. As a fellow gamer, I do enjoy the menial and tedious but somehow relaxing grind of leveling up, so of course I relate with the story. So if you're a fellow gamer, add this to your list.
Isekai.
Wait, don't click off. Let me sell this to you. It's a reincarnation isekai, and with a toddler arc, and the MC can easily cast magic despite his age? No, it's not Mushoku Tensei. Beginning after the end may share a very eerily similar start, but it does get its own wings really fast. The protagonist, Arthur, was formerly a king in his past life where he was mysteriously assassinated. So when he's reborn into his new life, filled with magic that he's never experienced, he does what any other baby does to pass the time. Studies and meditates vigorously. Yep. Jokes aside, seeing someone bring their royal experience and discipline from their past of knighthood and dueling makes this a really fun read. They throw Kid Arthur into the ringer immediately, and it makes for a great story watching him try to figure stuff out on his own. If you like the Mushoku Tensei, you'll like this story. There were a lot more other binge-worthy manhwa I wish I could have put into this list, but I chose these because I felt like they were the ones with solid stories, were all unique, and are perfect gateways into more niche genres out there. My hope is that you enjoyed these and come back to quench your insatiable thirst for more. So I compiled a list of honorable mentions that you can see right here. These also have about 100 or so chapters for your binging needs, so go crazy. Anyway, I'm a new channel and it'll really help if you could subscribe, like, and leave a comment on this video. If you would like me to make another list on a certain genre, let me know in the comments below. I'm Wedo and I'm out. Thanks for watching.